Chapter 1: A Man of Science. Let me tell you a story that starts in science and ends in heaven. Dr. Eben Alexander was not a spiritual man. He was a respected brain surgeon who worked at Harvard Medical School. He believed that the brain creates all thoughts, memories, and feelings. To him, when the brain dies, the person disappears. He didn't believe in the soul. He didn't believe in heaven. And he definitely didn't believe in God. He trusted only what he could see, measure, and explain with science. But in 2008, something happened that he could never explain. Chapter 2: The Coma Begins. One morning, Dr. Alexander woke up with a terrible headache. Soon, he developed a high fever. Within hours, he lost consciousness. Doctors diagnosed him with bacterial meningitis, a rare and deadly infection that attacked his brain. His condition was very serious. His brain stopped working. He slipped into a coma and didn't wake up for 7 days. Most patients with this type of infection either die or suffer permanent brain damage. But Dr. Alexander's experience was different. While his body lay in the hospital, his mind traveled somewhere else. Chapter 3: A Journey Beyond This World. Dr. Alexander said his journey began in a dark and strange place. There were no words, no memories, no sense of time. It was confusing and scary. He later called this the realm of the earthworm's eye view. But then, something amazing happened. A bright light appeared. He heard beautiful music unlike anything on earth. The music pulled him upward like a force of love. Suddenly, he was flying through the clouds. He entered a beautiful world, full of colors, flowers, butterflies, and joy. Everything around him felt alive. He felt completely safe and loved. It was more real than anything he had ever experienced. Chapter 4: A Woman's Message. In that heavenly world, he met a woman riding on a butterfly wing. She looked at him with deep kindness. She didn't speak out loud, but he heard her voice clearly in his mind. She said, "You are loved. You are cherished. There's nothing to fear. You can do nothing wrong." He felt total peace. He felt love that had no conditions, no limits. He didn't know who she was, but after waking up, he discovered that she looked exactly like his long-lost sister, a sister he never knew he had, who had died before he met her. Chapter 5: The Core, Meeting God. After that, he entered a deeper place, a space he calls the core. There was no light, no sound, but it was not empty. It was full of presence. There, he met something. He describes it as a being of light, power, and unconditional love. He didn't see a face or hear words, but he felt known completely and perfectly. He now calls that being God. This was not the God of religious books. This was the source of everything. Infinite love, pure awareness, total connection. In that moment, he understood. God is real. God is love. And we are all deeply connected. He realized that the brain does not create consciousness. The brain only limits it like a filter. When the brain stops, the true self wakes up. Chapter 6: The Return. Then a message came. You are not done. You must go back. He didn't want to leave heaven. But in the next moment, he opened his eyes in the hospital. Everyone was shocked. His brain had been inactive for a week. Yet he remembered everything in clear, perfect detail. Science couldn't explain it, but his heart knew what he had experienced. He had visited another world. He had met God. Chapter 7: Sharing his story with the world. After recovering, Dr. Alexander wrote a book, Proof of Heaven. He wanted to share his experience and the truth he had learned. He now believes that life does not end when we die. Instead, our souls continue. We return to a place of light, peace, and unconditional love. A place created by God. He says, I used to doubt everything spiritual. Now I believe deeply because I experienced it myself. Chapter 8, What He Learned and What We Can Too. So what did this brain surgeon learn from his journey? He learned that we are not just our bodies. Consciousness lives on beyond the brain. God is real, not as judgment, but as love. And that love is the most important force in the universe. He says, the most important thing is this. You are deeply loved more than you can imagine. And that love never ends. Chapter 9, Final Words. Dr. Alexander no longer fears death. Instead, he lives with gratitude, faith, and hope. He shares his story to help others who are afraid, and to remind us of something many forget. You are not alone. You are part of something bigger. And yes, God is real. So the next time you look at the sky, or hear a beautiful piece of music, or feel deep love in your heart, remember, there is more to life than what we see. And perhaps heaven isn't so far away after all. Thank you for listening. And remember, you are loved. You are cherished. You are never alone.